All right. Okay, I'm finally live. There we go. Took me long enough. Just trying to get everything going. Getting this all set up still. Did I lose the game? Oh, there's the game. All right. We got the game set up finally. Took me long enough to figure out how to do this. I lost the audio though for some reason. For some reason, my audio is for the match is gone. That's okay. I don't need audio. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm getting chats now. Yes, this is my live stream. First live stream in a long time. I finally got this game up 15 minutes after everybody saw the game. I thought it was at 3:30 today. It's 3:15 where I am. Hello from Serbia. That's awesome. What's going on, guys? Oh my god. I'm sorry about being late too. I just I haven't live streamed in years, so it's been a while since I've fumbled through all of this. I got the little match report up where here on the left side of the screen, or I guess the right side for you guys. Just for those of you who aren't able to watch or anything, but basically this game is Barca isn't really competing against much today. I know that I looked up the stats for the side. They haven't been out of the fourth division since 2006, and since then they've been bouncing back and forth between the fifth division in Spain. Very much so below the quality that Barcelona should be at, especially with the guys they have on the pitch right now. They put out a pretty strong side for the most part. You can't get much better than it is. I mean, you could argue maybe Lewandowski out or Joao Felix, but for the most part, and Romeu, obviously. But for the most part, it's pretty solid. Sorry, I'm just. Let me know if you guys can, if you guys are watching the game itself, or if you are just watching the stream. I just want to get an idea of if I need to commentate like people are watching it. Morocco, Palestine. Wow. Future lineup in 5 years. So I'm not going to put too many comments on that. All right, vamos. Vamos. We scored already. And I'm glad it's Fermin, man. He needs to play more. I'm really happy that this guy just scored now. These games usually go either they don't score at all, and they're fighting it out till the end. This is what happened last season in the same, I think, round of 32 draw that they had. So this is, I guess, thankfully today it seems like we're just gonna be able to have a good match, hopefully high scoring. They keep piling on the pressure. They seem to be playing through this pitch pretty well. I saw a bunch of videos online earlier. The pitch is terrible, and you could see it here. I can't show you any of the clips, but I hope you guys are able to watch it. Love from Namibia. This is crazy. Oh, Khalid, I'm sorry, man. I even put the latency down on the stream so that hopefully it doesn't I don't spoil anything. Love from South Africa. This is crazy. I'm sorry, guys, that the setup's a little wild right now. I'm still figuring everything out, how to live stream. I'm very much a noob here, and it's even commentating over this is kind of uncomfortable. After I used to make gaming videos, and so I was better at it. But I really like this side that they put on today. Usually it's not as strong as this is. I genuinely thought he was going to rotate a little bit, but I know Xavi has Hector Fort starting at left back. He's normally a right back for the B team, and so I'm excited to see a little bit more from him. I thought after my Rafinha video, I was like, maybe Xavi will put Rafinha at left back. Not like he saw the video, but I think it might be a decent idea to play Rafinha at left back, especially with Cancelo's out, Balde's, I think he's sick, and They have nobody. Marcos Alonso's hurt too, so there's no one to cover that position. And so I think it would have been interesting for them to try playing Rafinha there, especially against a side that they don't really have to defend like crazy against. But, it is what it is, right? Yeah. Xavi watched my video. Yeah, hey. Listen, there are some times where he could definitely use watching some videos or looking on Twitter because sometimes it takes him a little too long to make some decisions. But, all right. Nuking the ball to no man's land there. But I don't know how I feel about starting Koundé and Araujo. Araujo, yeah. I don't know. They've been starting. I feel like it's a little overkill. I feel like he doesn't know. He doesn't need to go that far with it. Tanmay asked about the Lucas Bergvall transfer. I've seen a little bit about him, just highlights on Twitter, but he looks pretty solid. I refuse to get my hopes up about any of Barcelona's transfers anytime soon. The same thing with Messinho, the Brazilian talent that people are hyping up about Barcelona signing in 2 years, locking him down. I just think that's a little overkill. It's a little crazy, especially with the financial situation the club is in right now. It doesn't really make much sense. Romeu's spending more time on the ground than he is actually running with the ball. Xavi Simons would be incredible, but I'm not too optimistic about it. I think I don't know. The reason where he left Barcelona, I think he wanted to get paid more, but there's rules in Spain about paying international players a certain wage or something like that for younger players, and so that's why they lost Kubo and Xavi Simons. So, you know what? That is a good question, Stone Pog. Yeah, there is. I was looking at the lineups earlier. There are a couple interesting guys that I haven't seen before from La Masia in the match on the bench right now that I'd be pretty excited to see because I don't know much about some of them, and I tend to keep a pretty good hold on who is playing in the B team just to have an idea of who's going to come up. Oh yeah, Aaron Yakabushvili. I've heard a few things about him actually from the Barcelona podcast. Dan has spoken about him on the Barcelona podcast a little bit. Yeah, Leon, you're right with him being still a PSG player. I didn't even think about that. He is balling at Leipzig. I'm pretty excited. Oh, for me, do it. Oh, I really, for me, needs more time to play, and I think he deserves it, and hopefully he gets it now with Pedri's injury. But he has so much quality, and it seems like he's just been a little bit, I don't know, since he's only playing the last like 10, 15 minutes in the match, he seems to be going a little crazy, right? And it's only his few moments, so he's like trying to perform extra. I don't know. He's trying a little too hard, and it's showing. He hasn't played really well since the first few games of the season, but that's because he hasn't really gotten a straight decent run of games or any idea what his position in the squad is. And I think he deserves more than that. I think he can offer a lot to this team, especially without Gavi and without Pedri. Gundo just can't give the squad that much energy. I would have liked to see one of Koundé and Araujo being benched. Let's see. Yes, I am a Neil fan. I think Neil, I don't know his last name, but I follow him on Twitter. So my Twitter and my Instagram are Bobblylou, BOBBLYLOU. Oh, Rafinha putting in some effort. And Ferran Torres blasting the ball over as per usual. Let's see what the comments are. Yeah. Do you think Xavi will get sacked? Hami asked do you think Xavi will get sacked if we lose to Napoli in the Champions League? I don't think so. I don't think there's a good enough reason to sack him because you give him the end of the season because it just doesn't. Bringing in a coach at that late in February will not help. It will just not be able to save the team. And if they're out of the league and out of the Champions League at that point, you start looking around, I think, but you don't bench him yet. You're the GOAT. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, Koundé, Araujo, and De Jong should have been. I like seeing De Jong play, man. I think give him the run, especially just because he's like the, I don't know, without him this team does not operate the same way. But so I'm okay with him. in the squad. Do a collab with Alex from Blaugrana Planet. I haven't. I don't know that channel. I know Talk FCB. I know the Barcelona podcast. I love the Barcelona podcast. If you guys aren't listening to that on Spotify, I definitely recommend it. But let's see what else you guys are saying. Iniesta or something. I think sometimes I do think about how he could benefit from. All right, Fort, what you doing here? Oh my God. Okay, he fumbled a little bit with that. And this is a little bit of a challenge because he plays in the second division, or I think, no, Barcelona B are in the third division. And so he plays in the third division of Spain. So this isn't totally far off of his caliber of players that he plays against. And I've been interested to see because Xavi hasn't been trusting him much. So I'm wondering if there's a reason. Maybe we'll see it today. All right, he's got a little run in space. Passes it back. Great. I think this is where Felix can just Oh, penalty? No penalty? What? Yeah, I don't believe that was a great call at all. What are we saying? Felix should be playing as a false nine. He's playing so far inside. It looks like Fort's just holding the width on the left up there. So I think he basically is playing as a false nine. I guess it's technically Ferran Torres, but Ferran Torres is. It looks like Ferran Torres is playing as the false nine, but I would assume that he and Felix have the freedom. Oh, great. Romeo gave it away. It looks like, though, Ferran Torres and Joao Felix have full reign to play under Lewandowski wherever they want, I would assume. And wait, is Lewandowski starting? No, he's not in the squad. What am I talking about? They're just all dropping deep. I do know Narabuto. I like his channel. I don't know him personally. I don't really know any other football YouTubers at the moment. I think De Jong could break the Barcelona 09 team if he was a youngster back then. I think that's a little bold statement. I think he could be important to that squad, but I don't know if he would be a starter, especially if he were younger than he is. But I really like Frankie De Jong. I'm a big fan of his. And so, I don't know. Let's look at that. I'll look at that later at halftime. But I think that's an interesting question. I saw. Yeah, and Napoli, yeah, it's 10 May. Napoli is not my see-through water bottle. Napoli is not playing well at all. Barcelona aren't in the best place right now, but Napoli are in a significantly worse place. Let's see how they defend this counterattack. I am genuinely not worried about their defending at all. Like they started their strongest back line that won them the league last year against a fourth tier, fifth tier team. Araujo's doing Araujo's thing, standing on people's toes. Vitor should be starting. I disagree. I think I don't even want to starting him yet. I think he needs more time to be implemented in this squad. I think Ferran Torres deserves to start over him. I think Joao Felix too. They need a good run of games where they can get some momentum. Oh my God. They're just going to struggle to get away from Araujo. He is just so athletic that these guys are not. I would be very surprised if we concede. If we concede, I would be very surprised. Where am I from? I'm from New York. Oh, Pythagoras and Boots. I am a big fan of that channel. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. I'm sure that's annoying too. I do like Pythagoras and Boots. It's an interesting analysis. I'm a big fan of his. I do prefer more entertainment videos, but sometimes you just need an analysis of a game, especially after a mess. I'd rather hear a critical analysis. Him and the Purist Football, he did a lot of analysis of Barcelona games last season. He's incredible. I've spoke to him actually. He's the one, like the only person I know a little bit on football Twitter, I guess. I've spoken to him a little bit, and he's a good guy, and he makes really good content, but less Barcelona focused now. Let's see what else we got. Napoli are like 7th in the league. Yeah, they're out of it. I'm not worried about that game, and I said it in one of my other videos, but I think it's a very good matchup for them, because it is a competitive side. Osimhen is great. Kvaratskhelia can be very good, But overall, Barcelona are have more quality than they do and are still playing better than they are. Araujo is just bullying everyone right now. This is tough. And I think it's I watched the Arsenal Liverpool game earlier, and I like comparing Araujo to William Saliba, because I think William Saliba and Virgil van Dijk are two of the best center backs in the world. And Saliba is also 21 or something, 22. So I like comparing him to Araujo because they're both young. But Saliba just seems to be a little bit younger, a little bit better on the ball than Araujo is. And so, and he makes some smarter decisions. Araujo makes some silly decisions sometimes. And so I'd like to see him clean that up. Bayern's offer of 70 mil is nowhere near how much I would charge for Araujo. And I don't think they should get rid of him because I really don't see flaws in his game where they need to get rid of him. I think they can get money. If it were between selling Balde and Araujo, I would sell Balde. I like Balde a lot. I think he has a lot of talent. He has all the tools he needs. He just needs to be a little bit cleaner technically, and he can be a great player. But I think Araujo is a player you can keep in your defense for the next 5-10 years and be confident in that position forever. So I would not get rid of him ever. How do you think Barcelona will do in the rest of the season? Where will we finish in cups? From South Africa? What's up, Galaxy? What's up, man? I think Barcelona will win one of the Super Copa or the Copa del Rey. I think they'll win one of those. Oh, sound finally came back for me. It has been out for the whole time, but I think they'll win one of the Super Copa and the Copa del Rey, and then I don't know about La Liga, and I don't know. I like to be optimistic in my videos about the Champions League, but overall, it's going to be a tall order. It's going to be a big hill to climb to get there. But I think winning the Champions League has a lot to do with your draw. If you get a lucky draw, you can win. Just look at Tottenham when they got to the Champions League against who they played? Chelsea? Was that 2018-19? A lot of it has to do with getting lucky with your draw. So if Barcelona get fortunate with their draw, I think they have enough quality to compete against pretty much every team. If they're matched up against Man City in the next round, I'm going to be less optimistic. But I think it's worth being optimistic. And with the league, I don't know. Oof. Yeah, I think set pieces are really the only situations where we need to be worried, because I think Koundé and Araujo and Christensen's fast as well, will be able to take care of these guys pretty well on the counter. All right. To be fair, Rafinha seems like he can play it right back. Yeah, Kishore, I think he can play as a wing back, as an attacking wing back, but not with Balde or Cancelo in the squad. I think that would be just vastly too attacking. I think it's an interesting experiment for sure, but I don't know. Where do you honestly think Barcelona will finish in the Champions League? I think they're going to beat Napoli, and then if they get anyone who's not City, Bayern, or I want to say Arsenal, or I would say City or Bayern, I think we can make it to what is it? They're in the round of 16 now. I think they could get it. I think they could get to the semis. I'm pretty confident they could get to the semis, and then who knows from there. What else we got? Hello, Zarek. What's going on? Like Inter last season. Yeah, exactly. Inter, like, they played well against City, so I was impressed by that, but City also didn't play well, and Inter had a good system to win, just very defensive, and then just blew by everybody on the counter. So exactly, if they get a little fortunate, I could see us making a run. I keep saying that. Everybody keeps clowning me in the comments. I said Balde was one of the best left backs in the world, arguably the best left back in the world last season, and people clowned me in my last video for that one. But that's probably a fair to get clowned for that. No, I don't think Balde was robbed of the Copa trophy. I think I don't even know. I don't know if Bellingham had a great season last year. I genuinely don't think he did, but he's having a great beginning of this season, whatever. But he got hurt, so he couldn't help win Dortmund's the Copa the league. I don't know. I don't know if he deserved it. Maybe Musiala over him, but I don't I don't know if Balde. I don't think Balde deserved it. Yeah, Mark, I like Rafinha too. He can be very useful for what he is. Um, Foot Frenzy, what's going on? ACR, what do you think about a backline of Balde, Koundé, Christensen, Cancelo? I don't think. What do you think of Koundé's wish of being a center back while also not hurting Araujo? I don't think Koundé is that consistent at center back. He can be incredible in certain games and against certain matchups. I think that's the key. I think it depends on the opposition. If the opposition doesn't have a big, strong striker that can dominate Koundé, then it might be okay. But if it's an Erling Haaland or somebody who's going to bully Koundé, I think we saw that against the Deportivo, against Alaves. No, I think it was Deportivo, something. It was somebody. But Koundé got bullied because the guy was big, tall, and strong and fast. And so I think I don't love that against teams that have a little bit more variety in their squad. Bellingham was pretty good for Dortmund this season. Okay, I didn't watch, so to be fair, that I'm not upset with him winning. I'm not upset about him winning the Copa Trophy. I would probably argue for Musiala though. Yeah, let's see. For the Copa Trophy last year. Opinion on Araujo. Julian Araujo. Oh my God. Julian Araujo. I like him. It seems like he's doing really well at Las Palmas. I'm upset that we couldn't see him against us, but I'm happy because who knows what would have happened. Whew, that was a light foul call there. Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I hope Barcelona don't sell him. We need options, and I don't think there's enough reason to go out and buy a right back right now. I think we have Hector Fort coming up. I'm not that impressed with him, but I think Julian Araujo has been impressing in the top flight. So I would invest in him. Serginho Dest has been having a good season at PSV too. So I think that's something interesting to think about. Liverpool's on fire right now. I watched the Liverpool-Arsenal game, and honestly, I think Arsenal played better. Look, Liverpool is great on the counter and can be very solid, but Arsenal outplayed them for 70 minutes, and they don't have a striker, so it sucks that they can't score. But I don't think Liverpool... I'm not that impressed with Liverpool. Like, I'm impressed with their ability to counter like crazy, but... Okay, do you think there's a chance Mbappe goes to Barca or Liverpool? I don't think he's going to Barca, but I think he could go to Liverpool. And I think that would be incredible. I would love to see him at Liverpool. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't have really a Premier League club. I like the way Arsenal plays right now. I like some of the players on Liverpool. I like the way Man City plays at times, but I don't really have a club. But would you recall Pablo Torre? Yeah, oh shit. Oh, excuse me. That was bad. Fermin Lopez just headbutted Romeu. Sorry about that, guys. If you're around your parents and you got upset or something. Oh, okay. I think Fermin hit his shoulder. I think his shoulder. Let's see. Oh no, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh God. Hopefully. Woo. I think it's face to face though, so it looks alright. For those of you who aren't watching, Fermin Lopez just headbutted Romeu, but hopefully they're both all right. Okay, let's see. But okay, with Mbappe, I think La Liga needs him to go to Real Madrid because I think La Liga is just slowly becoming less exciting. Is that Bartomeu? Is it Bartomeu? I think Bartomeu's at this match. I think La Liga is struggling right now to compete with the Premier League popularity-wise. I think Mbappe going to La Liga, seeing him compete against Barcelona twice a year, 3 times a year would be huge for the program. Just bringing it back to being the most exciting league in the world. But I also think Barcelona needs to play better to make that happen. I don't know how I feel about Joao Felix. I think he has his utility, but he's just not quality enough. Often enough. But friends, do you think Vitor will be world class? I don't know. I think he will be a very good player no matter what. He has the hunger and he has some quality, but it all matters how good he can finish, how well he can finish. And we've seen that he seemed to finish well at where did he play? Atletico Paranaense, but who really knows until he gets into the top flight and starts playing games? You know, he butchered a few shots against Las Palmas, so we have to see how well he can finish. Until then, I don't want to say anything. But if he can finish well, I have no reason to believe he won't be a very good player because he has everything else. He has the hunger, he has the fight, he has the speed, the strength. So, you know, he made some really good runs about Las Palmas, so we'll see what happens. I wish I saw more of Mark Casado, Foot Frenzy. He is he can be good. He seems to be okay. He's just tiny and skinny, and I think that's not what I just don't think that's what Xavi wants. Come on, Frankie, you can't lose the ball there. Man, this team they've got to make changes. Barbastro is playing horribly. They can't get out from anywhere. I wouldn't say Casado is amazing, Mike, but I'd like to see more of him. All right, is that offside? Yeah, it was offside. I think Fermin just whipped in a nice ball to Joao Felix, but I think Felix was offside. I don't know. I'd have to see more of Casado before I say anything. I need him to play top flight football against big, grown adults instead of, you know, in La Masia or in a comfortable situation. I need him to be playing in La Liga for me to really tell. And I think there's a reason Xavi isn't playing him there. Let's read some comments. Mark G, yeah, what is that? Mini-me Flow? I would like to see more of G. It's G. Mark Gui. I remember how to say it. I mean, I don't remember how to say it, but I did figure out how to say it once. Gu? Oh, it's Gu. It's Gu. He seems good, but he needs to play more, and Xavi isn't playing him. I don't know. What else do we got going? Frankie is the best player at Barca right now. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. I need to see more of Ferran Torres, but besides that, yeah. Yes, Frankie de Jong is the best player right now. Cancelo is playing pretty okay, or he was until the injury, but I think I'd agree with that. What about Girona? Thoughts on Girona? Newcastle's in the UCL. That didn't age too well. Whew, sorry. I think they play a very exciting style of football that we don't see in La Liga. I think it's a lot more similar to what the Premier League does. It's a lot more high intensity, and it's very exciting. A lot of La Liga games, or at least Barcelona games, can be pretty boring, especially when they can't break down a team. And so it's nice to see that change and to see that change being successful. So hope maybe more teams will accept that. We'll see that it's working and then implement that change themselves. It's a little exciting. Mini-me Flow. It's ridiculous how we tried to get rid of De Jong. I disagree. I think his wages are insane. In my video about him, he is making the second most in world football. He's making something like 720,000 euros a week. It's insane. He's on 37 million a year. And when he can make runs like that, sure. It's great, but I don't necessarily know if he's worth 37 million euros unless this team is successful. If this team is successful, he can make himself worth that much money. But until then, no. I don't know if he's worth 37 million euros. But what else? 800K for Frankie is wild when Mbappe's on 1 mil. Well, Mbappe's on like 1.4 mil or something. So he's making almost double what Frankie is. But like So that's why they got rid of him. So it makes sense because he is on. They tried to get rid of Frankie because he's just on such a metric ton of money, and like the Kool-Aid in me understands that he should take a pay cut, but like the human being who needs to make money and who has been trying to take advertisements from companies to make more videos, I understand that he doesn't want to take a pay cut because he agreed to get that much money and they agreed to pay him. So I don't know. It's a tough situation. So how is he? Benny asks, how does he even manage to get himself that wage? So he delayed his wages, deferred his wages. That's the word. During the pandemic, during the COVID pandemic, and so he got paid less then, but they agreed to pay him more. That same original money, the money that he deferred into a different season, which is this season. So it's his normal salary right now on top of that money that they agreed to wait to pay him until later. So that's why he's making so much money. Let's see. Wished we had given Nico Gonzalez a chance at the pivot position. I don't know, man. Leon, I don't know. I think there's a reason. Halftime. That's a halftime whistle. 1-0. Not too bad, right? I'd say that's a pretty solid first half. We can see we're up 1-0. It's pretty uncontested game, but yeah, this is gonna be an exciting game. It's just chances galore, and so I'm genuinely not too worried. I guess I'm worried that it's only 1-0 right now. I think it would be nice to have that change, but I'm happy for my boy Fermin. It's about time he's got some recognition here, get some play time, gets his name on the score sheet. He deserves better. But yeah, I think I was hoping for the team to be struggling a little bit more so I could give a couple more thoughts on what they should change, but they need to finish a few goals. The ball has been in their third of the field maybe 5 times in 46 minutes. That's pretty good. Okay, let's read some of I missed some of these comments. What do you think of Inaki Pena on Curdy's second account? He's okay. He's good. He can make some good saves once in a while. He's not as good with his feet as Ter Stegen is. Few goalkeepers are, but that is something that we need. I mentioned in my last video, Balde was an outlet because Ter Stegen could pick him out, and that would move the ball up the field pretty quickly and successfully fairly often. We don't have that with Pena, so we are struggling a little bit moving forward, and that's partially the reason why. Let's see what else. Yeah, this is crazy. 126 people are watching. Is awesome. I do think we'll beat Napoli and go forward. I just want to see Roque get a goal in the second half. That would be pretty exciting. I think I would prefer watching Robert Lewandowski get a goal in the second half. I think he needs some confidence, even if it's against a fifth-tier team. This is probably where he can succeed too, because we are just pinning them back. So I don't know. I think I'd rather see Lewandowski in here. I think Roque can come in whenever eventually. Let's see what else we're... If Mbappe goes to Madrid, is Barca finished? No, not at all. They had... let me mute this. Not at all. I think it's going to be very confusing for them because it's going to be weird for them to set up like that. It's just going to change a lot. Vinicius might be put out a little bit, and Vinicius is already scoring poorly. He's not playing well right now, and I think a lot of that has to do with the lack of a solid striker. Bellingham just doesn't occupy that position in the same way, and so it's just very different, and so it affects certain players playing, and that's why they're... Like, Real Madrid is getting results, but they're not playing great right now. Even though it's so exciting that Bellingham is scoring all these goals, they're not playing great. They're winning games. That's one thing Barcelona has been doing a little bit less of, but they're not playing great. And so I don't think Mbappe is just going to magically fix that. It's going to make them better, obviously, when you have that good of a player going. But I don't think it's going to, completely get rid of the Barcelona's chances. I don't think that's going to happen at all. But 167 concurrent viewers is crazy. What's up, guys? How you doing? Anybody I think that we should bring in January? I would love... This is just a pipe treatment. It's never going to happen. I would love to see Nico Williams come. I desperately want them to sign him next summer. I don't think they will. I think they're going to focus on a CDM I don't think they're going to focus on a CDM, but they should focus on a CDM. I don't think they're going to sign Nico Williams, though. But I think Nico Williams hopefully will come eventually. Balde is very close friends with him. I think Ansu Fati is. But I don't really know. It's tricky because there isn't a solid option. I don't think Zubamendi's going to come. I just don't think he wants to. I think he wants to play for Real Sociedad. But yeah, the midfield positioning is off meat. But I don't know who is the solution to that. You know what I mean? I don't know who slots into the squad. Tonali, he got a Prem ban, not a La Liga ban. I don't know what his ban is. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's FIFA who bans him, but I don't think Newcastle is selling him. They just paid 70 million euros for him. I don't think they'd sell him to Barcelona and for less than that, and Barcelona can't afford more than that. Lamine makes TikToks with Nico Williams. Cool. He's friends with Lamine too, and Lamine's staying here. He better. I'd be so upset if he leaves. I mean, that he just re-signed a contract until I think 2026, so he's not going anywhere. But we'll see. Miguel Gutierrez at left back for Girona. I saw him, and I saw them Barcelona targeting Arnau Martinez as well. I haven't heard much of that since last summer, but I know he's a solid option. But if they're going to sign Cancelo, I don't think a wing back is what they need. You know, I don't think they don't need a left back. Koundé has his CDM. No. Calvin Phillips on loan. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's a decent shout, you know, but he just hasn't played enough football. That could be interesting, though. I don't know. I don't know enough about him, but that's actually... Has there been... Is that just us coming up with ideas in this chat, or is that actually a rumor? Because that would be insane. It would be pretty cool. I don't think Kimmich is coming. I don't know if he's the answer either. I'm going to be honest. I think he's a good pivot, but he's not a destroyer. You know, he can make good defensive tackles at times, but he's not like a super powerful defender by any stretch of the imagination, and he's not like super athletic. I would prefer to see a guy like Onana from Everton. Just an athletic profile who can play. He's okay on the ball, who's fine. He can score some long shots once in a while, but I want a good defender. I want somebody in that profile. It would be an interesting signing. For Vermeeren, I think he needs a little bit more time to develop. He plays for Royal Antwerp, for those who don't know. He's been rumored with Barcelona for a while, but he's only 18 years old. He's probably 5'10", 5'11", if I were to guess. And he's really skinny. I like, that's fine. Players can play that position. Busquets was like 6'2", but he was very long. He could, you know, make up for his lack of super strength and with his intelligence. But I think Vermeeren needs more time to develop before he comes. Rodri to Barca, here we go. Yeah, that's perfect, right? That fixes all our situation. Alex Garcia, what's up, GOAT? I really liked Alex Garcia originally, but I've been thinking a little bit about it more. I talked with Dan Hilton from the Barcelona podcast on Twitter, and he made a good point in saying that Romeu looked so decent last season because he was playing in the Girona system, and that's what's making them so good right now, not quality. You know, individual quality is not the reason Girona is playing so well right now. Sure, Savinho is playing very well on the left or right. He's playing incredibly, but he's not saving the team himself. Dovbyk is playing well. Mikolenko, I think that's his name, is playing very well as well. Like, the team is just working well in that system, and I think that system is making Garcia look better. Same with Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia is not having a good season defensively at all. He's making the same mistakes he was with us. So don't see that Girona's doing well. He's doing well because he's starting every game. He isn't this wonderful defender now. He's just, they are like letting in goals and they're fine with that. They just want to move the ball around quickly. And I guess Eric Garcia works for that, but I don't know. So I don't think, long story short, I don't think Alex Garcia is the perfect solution for Barca. Akshay. Hey, Robbie, what are your thoughts on Bayern's obsession with Araujo? I have no idea why Bayern is so obsessed with Araujo. I do not understand it. It makes zero sense to me. They have De Ligt, Kim Min-jae, and Upamecano, and I don't think any of them are hurt right now. So I don't understand the reason to desperately need to go throw 70 to 100 million euros in the January transfer window. I don't get it. I don't know why Thomas Tuchel is forcing that or what is going on, because they are fine defensively. No, is that wild? I don't understand that at all from them. Do you think Barca should have tried more for a better winger, maybe Neymar on loan? I mean, I think they need somebody. They need a winger right now. Definitely. That's why I would love to see Nico Williams come, but he's going to cost, I think, 50 million. I think that's what his release clause is. And I think he'll be worth that. He's got pretty good stats right now. I don't know if they're gonna sell De Ligt. I have no idea what Bayern is doing. I just know they're playing they're playing fine, but I don't know why they need another center back. I don't know if Araujo is significantly better than Kim Min-jae. I know Kim Min-jae has just been playing very well, but I don't understand. I looked up Kim Min-jae and the like singer. What is it? K-pop. The K-pop singer came up. Sane's good too. I don't know. I don't watch a ton of Sane. I gotta admit, I don't watch a ton of the Bundesliga. What do you think the subs for the second half? I mean, I think you don't need to make any subs right now. I think if they come out firing, maybe in the 65th minute you bring on Joao Felix, probably the first one off. Him and I don't know. Joao Felix comes off, right? Maybe bring on Lamine Yamal or Vitor Roque. Mark G is not in the squad, so I would probably bring in Roque or Lewandowski. Probably Roque or Lewandowski, and then put them central. Move Ferran over. Probably do that. If Firmino is gassed, maybe take him out. Let's see who is in the squad. Sofa score. Let's see who's in the squad here. What do we got going on? All right. I can actually share this with you guys too. All right. Let's figure this out. Still figuring out live streaming, so don't embarrass me. I guess I need to tell myself that, right? All right, we're going to pull up the sofa score. All right, yeah, everybody should be able to see this right now. Oh, you can still see me on the bottom there. Very professional, I know. All right, we got sofa score, right? You can see everybody. Let's look at people's ratings, though. Let's compare ratings here. Rafinha on 7.7. I think I agree with that. I think that's fair. Ferran Torres on 6.6. Yeah. He had a few decent chances. I like the 8.2 on Fermin, 7.5 on Romeu, 7.1 on Frankie. Dash, don't spam the comments. I'll get to the. What's your opinion on Rafinha? I think he's playing fine. I think he's playing okay. Whipped in a couple good balls and everything. Nothing magical, but he's playing solid. Nothing to complain about, really. Felix, he looks pretty dangerous at times. Araujo, I don't know why he's on a 6.8. I think he deserves more than that. Hasn't been playing the ball well, but he's been locking everybody down. I wouldn't give Hector Ford a 7, though. But this is who we got on the bench, right? I would probably bring in... I'd probably bring in Inigo Martinez, get him a run out. Pau Cubarsí. Actually, I would bring in Pau Cubarsí. I've heard a lot about him. He's supposed to be really good. He's supposed to be pretty solid. So I would probably bring in Pau Cubarsí. And then maybe Marc Casado. Yeah, I bring in Marc Casado and Pau Cubarsí if we score another goal. I think that's the only situation I do that. But I think that's reasonable. And then I probably bring in Roque or Lewandowski up top. maybe Sergio Roberto if they get an equalizer or something. But yeah, I'm not too upset about that. All right. Put cool down on your live chat. Hey Felix, how's it going? All right, the game's coming back. I have no idea how to put cooldown on, my friends. Let's see, is it here? Timestamps? No. Moderation activity? No. Let's see. We'll figure it out. We'll do that for next time. Okay. Game's coming back on. I'm gonna try and commentate a little bit better instead of just analyzing the season so far. But you know, this is one of those games that I feel you can just kind of happily watch. You know, I'm not too worried right now. It depends how they come out, but we'll be able to tell in the next 10 minutes how much energy they've got. Okay, let's go back to some of these comments. I missed some of them. Is Mark Burnell or Pau Prim rated higher in the academy? I think Pau Prim is. I hear him a lot about him on the Barcelona podcast. So I would stretch to say Pau Prim. Pau Prim. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm really working on my pronunciation for some of these names. I know I'm not the best, but I try. I try to do it correctly. You guys might not have seen this video, but my Rakitic video, I got a couple comments about how poor that was. And actually in the Rafinha video, people were complaining about my pronunciations. But hey, I'm trying. I think, because technically you're supposed to pronounce Rafinha and Roque like Hafinha or Hoque, something like that. That's too distracting for me to ever do in an actual video. I think it just takes away. People are going to be like, why is that pronounced like that? What are you doing? Instead of focusing on the story that I'm telling. Darlington asks, Robbie, do you think we need Estevao William? I don't think we need him. No, I think it's a little, I don't want to say silly, but I'm going to say silly. They just kicked off the game. I don't think there are any changes. Looks like Fermin's playing centrally, though. I was going to say he was playing outright. That might have just been that moment. They're compressing a lot this game, though. They're very narrow on the defense, and I think that's probably a good idea against these guys. You know, make it as hard as possible for them to play out, and I think they should be pretty solid. Thoughts on Dyer? Where's Werner going? I know Dyer. I heard about him going to Bayern, and I think that's wild. He's barely starting, or he isn't starting at Tottenham. So I don't understand that at all. Okay, good job, Christensen. Way to get that out. I'm not that impressed with Hector Fort, though, so far. From everything I've seen of him, I'm not that big of a fan. And I know he is rated well. Way to track back for me. Way to put some pressure on him. Good job. That was a little tough situation there. Is Werner going to Spurs? I think that could be interesting. I don't think they desperately need an attacker, but I guess he can't hurt. He's not like a clinical striker, so. But you think he could be interesting? Yeah, and I don't hate that. I don't hate that signing at all. I think Dyer going to Bayern's wild. I like Werner to Tottenham, I think. I think that's a pretty good signing. I can't imagine he's that expensive. Get up, Romeo. You're fine. I hope he's fine, or else I'll feel bad. But, wow. Oh, come on. Come on, get up. I know that hurts, but Spurs play too high of a line for Dyer. They've been playing with two wingbacks. They've been playing with Emerson Royale and, what is it, Matt Doherty? Is that who it is? No, it's somebody else. But they've been playing with two wingbacks at center back, and it's crazy. But it's exciting. It's fun football, you know? It's better than Mourinho ball, so I can't complain about that. You know, if they're going to let in a couple goals a game, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Ooh. Looks like João Felix just got his foot caught under a tackle. That could be smarts. Look at that. João Felix on the touchline. Who'd have thought? Not me. Strokes, I'm at the 47th minute right now. If you want to link up with me, I'm on the 47th minute, 47:33, 47:34, 47:35. I think it seems to be delayed. So for you guys, but it's probably better. So I try to spoil as little bit as possible for you. But you know, the stream's gonna look better. I know that it's not the best quality. Next time I'm getting an adapter that hopefully makes the quality a little bit better. Fermin, oh, that's a foul. Yeah, falta. That was tough. That was a tough little slide right there. Worried about my boy Fermin. The reason my channel is the way it is right now. It wouldn't be where it is without that video I made about Fermin Lopez. 150,000 views. Crazy. Strokes, you're about a minute before. Yeah, okay, cool. I'd rather not be too delayed. That means you guys are going to hop in here, call in goal before I see it. Actually, no, I should see it on time because I think the delay is with YouTube. So I think I should react to it, but it just... All right, I kind of liked that play. Oh, come on, Joe Felix. Putting it over the bar. Come on, Felix. Get your head. Get your head. Collect it. Work harder. Look at Ferran Torres is covering for Joao Felix. That's wild. All right, Fort. I'm happy you got that out. Good job, Fort. I want to see Mark Q more. Q. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I think I'd like to see him too. I don't know if he's going to get much time. I'm not too optimistic. I think it's going to be a little interrupted because of Roque. So I don't know. It's going to be a little bit of a mess. Is Echeverry going to City? Yeah, I believe so. Ooh, get it out, Koundé. All right. Calma. Thoughts on De Ligt? I think he's solid. I haven't seen him in a while, but I think he's a solid player, you know? I don't know why we're making so many big moves with our poor budget. We have so much quality in the B and the under 19 team. We do. But I think they aren't quality enough, or a lot of them aren't quality enough to make changes immediately where we need it. We don't have a big, strong, domineering CDM. That's what we need really badly right now. Every other position, we're kind of okay. You know, I guess we could use a very talented winger, but we have Lamine Yamal coming up, and he's young. So, yeah. I want thoughts on Kvaratskhelia. He's good. He's a good player. I've seen him ghost. Woo! Is that onside? Vamos. Good for Rafinha. Good for my boy. Channel's been popping off recently, by the way, so that's crazy. But good goal. Good goal, Rafinha. I'm happy with that. I've heard about playing Christensen Wall. I've heard about playing Christensen as a CDM. But I think there's a reason they're not doing it again. I feel like Xavi has been experimental enough. Like with Garcia, they tried to play Garcia last season as a CDM, and it looked terrible. It didn't work at all. But so I think maybe he's playing worse than Garcia. I also think there's that little Spanish bias, so maybe Xavi was more willing to make that change or that experiment with Garcia just to show the board that he can be useful. And maybe he doesn't want to do that with Christensen. I don't know. But could just be something. Cancelo at CDM. I feel like that could be interesting. I mean, he's not a dominating center defensive player. He's not a good defensive player, so that would be the problem. But he might be okay. I don't know. It's interesting. Finally, another goal. Yeah, so we're getting to the point where if 75th minute we bring in some youngsters. I want to see Pau Cubarsí in. I want to see more of him with the first team. I don't think he has made his debut. So I would like to see him come in. I think I'd like to see Casado play a little bit more. Obviously, this isn't like huge quality opposition, but Rafinha as CDM. Yeah, great idea, Jay. Great idea. Douglas Luiz. Now that's an idea. That Aston Villa team is great right now with under Unai Emery. It's very exciting, but ooh, that's a little dangerous chance they had there. They had a little shot at the top of the box. Felix on the ground again. Ooh. All right. The defensive player just started playing with Joao Felix's hair while he was on the floor, pushing him around a little bit. That's okay. Get him heated. Maybe he'll play harder, like he did against Atleti. Yeah, he smacked him around a little bit. That's okay. Man, Frankie is just able to do whatever he wants against these guys. Like, he can do whatever he wants, man. Are we wasting De Jong's prime years? That's an interesting question. I think he could be better for like Man City or something, but he's playing well and he's able to be like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, because he's not like recognized as being the guy by pundits. Pedri, people love to scream and be amazed by Pedri all the time, and that's because Pedri is amazing, but they react, oh, Araujo, why didn't you compete for that header? I don't know. I don't think we're wasting it. No, because I think he's setting up a position in the squad that he'll be here for years. And so who's to say he's not even going to get even better? What do you think of using Rafinha as an interior and Lamine as a winger in the same formation? Well, they've done that. Xavi has done that in a few games, in a few matches, and while they're chasing games, and it seems fine. Like, it's a good idea because that's Rafinha can cut onto his left pretty easily, and Lamine can go down the right or take on players. So it's dangerous, but I don't know. It would be an interesting experiment to start off from the jump to do that. I didn't watch Arda Güler play again yesterday, but I didn't know he didn't score or do anything impressive in the 50 minutes, but I didn't look that far into it, so I can't really say too much. But thoughts on Pedro Porro? I actually thought he was a lot worse last season, but then I started actually watching him more, and he seems pretty decent. Firmino's playing dangerous balls, man. I thought that center back was going to get to it, but that's a pretty solid ball. Let's see. Güler debut. Was Arda Güler that good? Interesting. I'm not that upset about Arda Güler. Like, that was foul what he did over the summer. Whatever. He wanted more money. That's fine. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. Lamine isn't very refined yet. Yeah. I don't know. We still need a proper left wing. Yes, that is a position the squad needs. Someone who's going to hug that touch line and give the team width and take people on, create chances. No one in this squad is doing that on the left side. Ferran Torres isn't doing that when he plays on the left side. Lamine Yamal doesn't seem to play. I don't think Xavi ever plays him on the left side. So Nico Williams might be perfect at. His season is incredible too. All right, boys, defend this. All right, Araujo, he kind of listened that time. He's been having some time. There was that one goal against, I forgot who, but where Araujo did not communicate with his goalie and they just slammed into each other and conceded, but they finally communicated, so it's okay now. Get it out. Come on. Oh, God. Get it out. Come on. All right, Firmino, just do whatever you want to do. Just keep the ball. It didn't go out. What? Oh, that didn't go out. Okay. All right. I like Firmino with this much space and this much freedom. I would like to see another goal from him, but we'll see. Against Almeria. Yep. No. I guess I blocked that game out of my memory. That was tough. Thoughts on Ferran Torres? I like Ferran Torres. I think his energy is great. I think his off-the-ball runs are fantastic. I think he's better than Robert Lewandowski right now. I don't think Robert Lewandowski should be starting every match for Barcelona. I think he can be fantastic. Robert Lewandowski has the moment to be, in his moment, he can be the best striker in the world, but he hasn't had that moment in months. In this entire year, basically, since the World Cup started, he has been very poor. And Xavi needs to start taking him out or not starting him. And we saw that in the last match he took him out. He was the first guy to come out, and that was great. That was great by Xavi. It showed that something is changing. If you saw me on Twitter, I was freaking out the whole time that was going on. But if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, my ats are BOBBLYLOU. They should be in the description of this, though, I believe. If not, they're on the channel page. But it's been a while since we've dominated a match. I think this team desperately needed this game. Xavi needs to make some changes soon, though. They're getting too much energy and momentum. I'm not going to say momentum is shifting because it's not like they're scoring, but they are getting some. They're putting some heart on the match, and so we could use some fresh legs. I'd probably take out Felix, put on somebody who can move around a little bit better than that. Yeah. I probably would not bring on Kubarsi unless somebody gets hurt. What the... Felix, what was that? That's got to be the worst ball I've seen in a long time. Felix just went to show some support to Hector Ford, who's playing left back, and pounded the ball back behind out for a corner on our... I can't even describe it. That was just wild. He's 37 next year. The local G, you're right. He is 37, and I understand it. It's okay for him to not be playing in elite league right now. But I don't think Xavi should be starting him every match. Oh, my God. All right, they scored on a corner. On the corner that Joao Felix should not have pounded that ball back for absolutely no reason. The guy wasn't even tight to him. Yeah, Xavi needs to make changes. Did I not say it? What did I say? This is wild. Franklin, do you think we should keep Felix? I don't think we should keep Felix if he keeps playing like this. No, I don't think he is consistent enough, especially for how much Atletico is charging for him. Yeah. What happened here? A lucky deflection, and then it just falls to the striker who's right. What a mess that was. I think Rafinha was keeping him on side, so whatever. It looks offside, but no, Rafinha's keeping him on, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is fourth-tier Spanish football team. Look, too. Barcelona is not playing poorly, and that's the type of goal that is conceded against these teams. They're not being played apart. Oh, Fermin's got to be better touch than that. Get up, bro. Fermin, all right, let's see some magic. Yeah. Oh, okay. I like that idea, though. It was a good shot. Good try. Good job, Frankie. Way to cut that out. Good job, Frankie. My CDM. Good ball. Felix, don't fuck this up. Sorry. All right, good strike. Sorry, again. I don't think I can do that on YouTube. Come on, people. Yeah, you can see the momentum here. My momentum target. Or what is it over here? Oh, you can't see my right somewhere over there. Got to pull ourselves together. It's switching. This is not okay. What did I say, Felix? I did call this, right? Yeah. Unbelievable. I'd take Felix on a free. Yeah, I'd take Felix on a free, too. It's not going to happen. They just re-signed his contract. He's signed until 2028, I think. Yeah, he's not going to. Come on. Xavi needs to make changes. I think Felix comes out. Christensen's got to play that ball to Fermin. I don't see any reason to. Like, this team is not... Barbastro's not dangerous. All right, Hector Fort. That was a good move to get past your defender, but terrible ball. Man, Felix is just staring him down, too. Felix has got a terrible attitude at times. We really do have a cup tie on our hands tonight. Vitor Roque's coming on. Yes, he is. Interesting. I think that's fine. Yeah, I don't think Lewandowski's a bad call because of how far we're pushing these guys down, but I don't think Roque is a worse call. So I think it's fine. I think if he's coming on for Felix too, my day is made. I'm so excited. But I think he has to, right? There's no way Xavi takes him out for Ferran. You think Frankie is the brick of the team? He's the most solid player right now. If that's what you mean by that, sure. Ooh, that's a little wild of a tackle. We want Ter Stegen. No, we don't want Ter Stegen. We need Ter Stegen. Victor Roque is goalkeeper? That's a great idea. No, I knew Rafinha was keeping him on. I think Vitor is a bit overhyped. It could be. But either way, he's got the energy and pace and strength. He's not that fast, but he's got the South American tenacity in him that this team needs desperately as a solid player. Rafinha is just not tough. Like, he's not strong. He can't hold off a defender like that. I think Roque can, even though he's 5'9". Goodbye, Roque's coming on. I'm gonna watch that. All right, bro, enjoy. Roque and Inigo. All right, I like those. I like Inigo. Who you take off for Inigo? Rafinha's coming off? Rafinha's coming off. And then 15 Christensen's coming off for Inigo Martinez. Interesting call. I don't think I'd take Rafinha off. And then maybe Christensen's got a knock. I wish Christensen got more playing time too, but it sounds like they're going to try to sell him this year. But I have zero problem with Inigo coming on. Actually, I think Inigo's probably helpful in this situation because he'll just bully these players. I think we need some of that. Haven't had enough this half. I don't know what's going on. Frankie should have the same freedom as Felix. They play in different positions. You know, it's hard to do that. But it's more possible to do that when you have a solid CDM. When Busquets was there, he could be a different player. But without Busquets, without a CDM, he has less freedom. Oh, come on. Get in that position. A nice little glancing header on the front post from one of our guys. But can't do anything about that. For me, back to Frankie. Frankie, do your thing. Just run all the way there. Just run to goal, Frankie. Just take it all the way. We know you can do it. Just do it. What? Ooh, somebody's hurt. All right, time to read these comments. The goalkeeper has to get a promotion after this match. Yeah, he has to go from being on 10 pound a week to 20 pound a week. I just hope maybe he's paid more than that. I don't know. I don't understand Xavi out. No, I don't think Xavi out. I don't think there's a coach you bring in that's going to solve these problems today. Sometimes I feel like it could with his starting lineups. And the out of possession play is very concerning for me. You can't really see it in this game right now, but because they have the ball the whole time. But against certain teams, their press is not good at all. And you can really see when you compare them to other teams, it's just rather pathetic, honestly. And I don't get it. And I don't know why Xavi is making them play like that, but whatever. I don't know. Rumors of Rafa Marquez. I don't think Rafa Marquez is that guy either, honestly. From what it seems like, he doesn't seem like a miracle coach, you know what I mean? Good job, Koundé. Way to fight. It's something we haven't really seen from Koundé in a while. Good job, Koundé. Good class. That was class, Koundé. That was class. You think Barca needs more Argentinian and Uruguayan players for their intensity and aggression? Two Footies podcast. I've seen you guys comment before. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think they could use some more of that energy. But they don't have the money to buy that. And Barca Ball 10, being a Madrid fan doesn't exclude you from playing for Barca. I know it's weird, but it is what it is. I think apparently Joao Felix was a Madrid fan. That's what I heard recently, but you can't really tell. But Bellingham was a Barca fan. Modric was a Barca fan, so it's whatever. Oh, Romeo, that was not good. Okay, they got a little break right now. They're rolling down the right, but Araujo, get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball. Good job. Araujo did a class job. Way to be solid. Fort, what do you got? Good job, Fort. Being a little tough right there. Frankie, do it. Oh my God, Felix, what kind of touch was that? All right. Oh my God, Araujo, put your arms down and defend. He's giving me flashbacks to when Piqué put his arms up last season and let in Lautaro Martinez to win that ball to get us knocked out of the Champions League. Joao Felix has got to get out of this match. Bring in Lamine Yamal. I think that's our only option. Is he on the bench? I hope he's on the bench. Lamine Yamal's not on the bench. Okay, fantastic. What does he do in this situation? Hell yeah. Good job, Iñaki Peña. Way to not lose that header. Who is on the bench? Is that Hungarian? I don't know what position he plays. Maybe probably bring in Lewandowski. Move Rook. Frankie's a fighter, man. Let's go, Frankie. Woo! That's some class Frankie right there. Not the best ball. Oh, okay, Roque. I just love the energy that we don't have with Lewandowski in the squad. It's upsetting, but we should still Rafinha or Fedon for Adeyemi. Interesting call. Yeah, Lamine is suspended. Rivaldo, good call. I forgot about that. I saw that earlier today. He's on yellow card accumulation or whatever. Xavi needs to try 2 strikers. I think it could be interesting. Right now, I don't know if that's what they need. I would probably want another midfielder. I'd probably take out Romeu because he's useless right now. He's not even covering space well. All right, Fort, let's see it. Fort, you missed that header. You got to get that header. No, that's not a handball. Put your hand down. Fort. Oh, my God. Hector Fort, bro. He's in no man's land. I would take out Romeu and Felix right now. I'd bring on Lewandowski, probably move Roque off to the left, have him cover for Felix. Get out of here with that, my guy. It hit your hand. What a mess. What a mess. Is Xavi changing formation? I don't know. I just think the guys are running around like zoo animals, trying to figure out how to play. It does look like Frankie de Jong's playing as a center back, though. No, he's just always in that position. Lewa on, Fed on left wing. Yeah, I think that's a good call. But he's bringing on Gundo and Lewandowski. That's exactly what I said. No, Felix off and Romeu off. So hopefully Gundo comes on for. I don't know if Gundo is that much of a solution for Romeu, but his positioning is better, and so he can move the ball quicker. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Come on, Fermin. We need a little bit of a steady possession here. It's been a minute. Where is? Oh my God, Romeu. He lost the ball in a dangerous spot now. Let's see what they got. And Frankie saves us again. My boy Frankie de Jong saves us again. Tracking back. He did that against Las Palmas too. There was an instance of that where he just tracks back and saves the center back from having to do any center backing. What a mess. What a mess. This is very upsetting. Being a Barca fan is not easy. It's easier than being a Manchester United fan, though. I'll tell you that. That club is in shambles. It makes me happy whenever I think about it. What happened to Romeu when the guy came? He was insane. So I think the whole problem with Romeu is he was good when the team was playing well. He looked better. I think he had more confidence when the team was solid. Everything was flowing well. He played well. The team is in crisis. The system is a mess. Romeu is not your guy. That's where people like Frankie de Jong show up because he has the incredible talent to show up. Romeu's get off the field. Get off. And Felix. What did I say? Romeu and Felix, get off the field. Thank you. Thank God. All right. We have some danger at striker and some quality in the midfield. Hopefully that does something special. We could try Pedri for Verts. Ron, that is probably the worst take I've seen all day. No offense, bro. Verts is wonderful, but I'm not getting rid of my boy Pedri. All right, let's see how Gundo does right now. Lewandowski loses the ball. Oh, no, he didn't. He kept it somehow. His first touches never impressed me, though. Xabi Alonso wouldn't trade his best player for... Whoa, bro. Rocky, chill out, my guy. Chill out. But not a terrible take. Florian Wirtz is playing incredibly, though. Do you think it's disappointing that they only have 1 goal lead considering they are playing a lower division team? I mean, they're not playing. They had, 4 XG in the first half. Like, they could have scored a lot more. They're not playing terribly, or they weren't playing terribly. They're playing fine now. They just can't hold possession for some reason. Yeah, okay, Roque. All right, he kept the ball. I don't know why he just pounded that ball. Look at Lewandowski running. Look at him go. Okay, not the best first touch from Vitor Roque right there. Romeu for Verts. Yeah, Viper. There. That's a good call, man. Great call. Calvin Phillips on loan. I don't hate that idea. I don't think it's going to ever happen, but I think it would be cool. He needs to play more because he wants to play in the Euros for England. So I don't know why Gareth Southgate keeps picking him, but he fills that position, I guess. Grimaldo to Barca, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they desperately need to spend their money there, and I think they're only... I hope that they're only going to spend their money where they desperately need to. For me, let's go, vamos. You didn't win the ball, but that's okay. I like that energy. I don't think Grimaldo will come. Karine, I love... Ooh! Let's go, Fermin. Let's go. I love Frankie. I love Frankie, too. Inigo Martinez is hurt. Bro, you just came on. Oh, my God. Sergio Roberto's coming on? Bring on Pau Cubarsí. Why are you bringing on Sergio Roberto? He's going to move Koundé to center back. Oh, my God. Why are they doing this? It infuriates me. Sit Sergio Roberto down. Sit him down. What is wrong? What did he do? His knee? His hamstring? Whatever. Oh, Jesus. What a mess. This team is in shambles. Seriously, Pedri's like Stephen Hawking of football. Oh my God. Frankie de Jong is the reason Barca don't play tiki-taka anymore. Tiki-taka isn't the way anymore. You know, Pep doesn't play tiki-taka at Man City, and Barcelona play really good football like that-esque sometimes too. But he's not the reason they're not doing it. There's a lot of reasons why they're not as good as that team, but I wouldn't say that's why. Yeah, exactly. I've been impressed with Sergio Roberto in the midfield recently just because he's got that energy in those runs, but he should not be a right back right now. He is not who we need. I'd bring on Pau Cubarsí, keep Koundé at right back. I'm honestly upset that Pau Cubarsí isn't playing. Oh my gosh, guys. What's going on here? This club's in shambles. Is it time to switch? Should we all be Girona fans now from now on? They're from Catalonia, so. Most loyal Barca fan. Terrible take. Sergio Roberto loses the ball, but thank God that's called a foul. Yeah, that's probably a foul. I wouldn't exactly say that was a clean tackle, but whatever, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. Is Endrick versus Roque going to bring back La Liga? I don't think so. But I think Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham versus a good Barcelona could. If Barcelona are exciting, whether or not they have the best player in the world, they have enough quality everywhere that if their team is working together, it will be exciting for people. People love Frankie de Jong. People love watching Pedri and Gavi. And so I think it could be exciting, but they just have to be playing well together for La Liga to get to the top again. Bring Christensen back on. That's a great idea. All right. Time to settle in. We're going to have a mess of a next 20 minutes. Let's see what we got going on. Hector Fort, I haven't been impressed with you today. Made some decent defensive actions. Robert Lewandowski on the floor yet again, to the surprise of absolutely nobody. I wish Neymar never left. Yeah, it would have been an interesting last 6 years with Neymar still in the squad, but alas. Honestly, if Neymar... Whoa, Roque went down pretty easily there. Excuse me. Oof. I'd call that a foul, probably. Knee to the butt. I think I'd call that a foul. Whatever. Is Balde playing well? Yeah, Balde's okay. He's not in this game. He's not playing. He's out sick. But he's fine. Is that Inigo walking off? Somebody's walking off right now. Yeah, Inigo's walking off. He's probably going to go get checked out by the doctors. For the sake of Barcelona, we should not sign Felix. Yes. Good take, Ron. Good take. We've switched it up. Worst take of the day to the best take of the day. Balde is playing fine, Green. He's not playing in this game, but he's playing fine overall in this season. Swap with Christensen and Kvaratskhelia. I mean, that would be interesting. I think we could deal without Christensen, but with Inigo Martinez constantly injured, as we just saw, I don't know if we can rely on him. So if Cubarsí shows up and starts playing well, then we can kind of change that. But all right, Ferran, what was that? That was a tough little spin, but we need some possession. We need to have some solid possession here because this is not impressive. This is not impressing me right now. My take was best Rafinha as CDM. No comment, Jay. No comment. I think Barca could potentially have been worse if Neymar never left. I don't know about that. I mean, eventually maybe, but I think if we never get rid of Neymar, we never go through all that. Like the market doesn't go crazy. We never signed Coutinho, Dembele, Griezmann. Oh my God. That was Gundo's fault too. That was my solution to this, right? We were going to bring Gundo on. It was going to solve all our problems, right? Give us some possession. But he just sent a terrible pass to Koundé. Koundé's not ready for that at all. Yes, this is my first time watching Barbastro. I've never seen them before. I really don't know much about them. I just know they're in the 4th or 5th tier of Barcelona football, and their players falling over all over in Akipana right now. I'd sign Garnacho if he weren't such a prick. I do not like Garnacho, man. Like he's a little bit of a tool, man. He scored a great goal. I'll give him that, but he's just such a tool. That like the fact that ball got past the first man. Oh no. Oh my God. This is wild. This is wild, man. Hey, listen, at least the fans there are getting a show, right? Rather this than... I mean, I'm sure they'd rather this than like a 4-0 blowout, but I don't know if I would. Oh, gosh. Was that the first yellow card of the game, too? Chadi Riyad is fine, and if Kubarsi gets minutes like he should now, we can get along. Yeah, I think you're not wrong. I think I agree with that. Okay. I think Xavi's talking to the center back. He's talking smack with the center back. That's funny. I love watching Xavi talk to the players. Perpurator, you got like 5 what ifs in the chat, but nothing, no comments. Rocky, listen, it would make sense, right? But nothing is that simple for Barcelona, okay? They haven't blown anybody out since the 5-0 defeats the first like 3 games of the season. The 5-0 wins. Onyedika from Club Brugge in Belgium. I haven't seen anything about him, but he could be interesting, Volpe. PSG just want to match 9-0. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's a foul. Falta. Oh my God, Lewandowski's... his final balls just aren't good. It's very upsetting. And Roberto's holding this guy like nobody's business. Of course he's going to call the foul. All right, this game is devolving. This is going to be an exciting next 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm at the 80th minute for anyone who's wondering. What do you think about Xavi? Wait, how did we concede? It was on a corner, a little bobbling ball fell conveniently to one of their players. Garnacho he's got a lot of problems besides just being selfish, but he's definitely selfish. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is right now to this mess. Thoughts on Mark Gu? Mark Gu. It's Gu. This is my 5th time saying it, but yeah, he's solid. I need to see more of him, and I don't think Xavi's going to see him. Oh my God. It's like Lewandowski gets Hector Fort. Let's go. He just pushed Lewandowski, and now it's not okay. But Lewandowski's, I don't know. He doesn't draw fouls, and then he isn't strong enough to stand up. We got really lucky on a cross right there. They could have scored though. Oh my God. It's exciting times to be Barcelona fans, that's all. How's Vitor? Vitor's playing fine. Not the best. I'm not impressed right now. He's running fine, but he's not holding the ball up too well. Actually, that's concerning. I didn't think about that. He isn't holding the ball up too great. But we'll see. They're really going down this right side, so they're testing Hector Fort. We'll see. Win a header. Okay, Ferran, come on. Drill. Oh my God. Oh my God, Ferran. Oh my God. Felix, you said this keeper needs a raise? Yeah. This keeper needs a raise after that. That was a mess. They just bumbled the ball in front of the keeper twice. Ferran was on it first, fumbled it between his legs. Robert Lewandowski, the best guy on the ball. Thank God he was there. Did the exact same thing. Tried to meg the keeper. Yeah. Rivaldo. Yeah, I'm watching on ESPN. My team's cooked too, mate. I don't sign Greenwood or Sancho. No, I don't think either one of them are the solution. I would rather take Nico Williams over those two. I just don't like what Greenwood would bring. I don't think he's the type of guy. I think there's too much drama, too much mess there. And I don't like what he did, allegedly. So Ferran was the best player at City for a few matches, but that's also the team is so good. So a lot of people look better for City than they probably would outside of City. Oh my God, man. The keeper's going to the second division minimum. Yeah, that's a good one. If you had to sell someone for money, who would probably be... I'd sell somebody for money, who? Probably Christensen. I like him. I think he's a good player, but I think he's worth probably 35 mil, 40 mil, 35 probably. 35 to 40. Seeing as how we got Koundé for 45, yeah. Probably him, and then maybe Balde. I know Pedri could go for a lot, but I can't let go of Pedri. He's my boy. Oh, good try. Let go of the ball. Robert, wow, what? He just takes a shot across goal. He just makes some very questionable decisions sometimes. We right now is where we could really use a wide winger. We could use a wide winger really badly right now. It stinks that Lamine is out because we're kind of screwed. Not screwed, but we need an outlet. We need someone to throw the ball to who can dribble at people and waste time and do that, but we don't have anybody who's really quality at that right now. I mean, yeah, Victor Roque needs a lot of time to adapt. I'm not being hard on him, but he's just not playing wonderfully. And I want to be critical of him because when he plays well, I'm going to hype him up like crazy. And so I just want to be honest and say when he's not playing well, he's not playing well. Enzo Fernandez would be good at Barca. I've seen a lot of people critical of him. Their team is playing so badly. I think he's very good. He plays a mean long ball. He could be elite. He could be very good. But he's also not like the best defensive player either. Frankie de Jong's awesome. Oh my God. He's just magic. It's just the simple things. He keeps the ball, holds people off, and keeps the ball. So few people are great at that. Javi doing haram ball with Roque. Honestly, yeah. He's struggling to hold these guys off, though, and they're not massive. They're bigger than he is, but most players are bigger than he is. I'm taller than he is. Get up, bro. Good ball. Oh, Hector Fort. That was a good ball. Sergio Roberto, that's not a good ball. It's a little bit of a floater. Oh, what? Mono? Pen? Did he just... What? No, that was not pen. I don't know why I'm getting excited. Wait, what? Is that a pen? That was a pen. Yeah, that was a pen. Whose hand did that hit? Where? Oh, that's a. I mean, it came off his head, to be fair, but you can't have your arms up like that. That's like yeah, that's a pen. Every day of the week, that's a pen. William, I don't agree. I don't even care if Mason Greenwood's decent. I don't want him in the squad. Lewandowski, if you don't make this pen, if this keeper makes this pen, sell them in Iñaki Peña, and we'll take this guy, whoever he is. What's his name? Give him some respect. Put some respect on his name. Arnau Fabrega. Yeah, Fabrega, you save this. You're signing for Barca. Luli, they scored? All right, you spoiled it. I looked at my chat and I saw it before it happened for me. Vamos. I don't love that pen. I don't love that taking that hop. It just doesn't look convincing from him, but a goal's a goal. Bartomeu, clap. Thank you. Thank you, Bartomeu. Thank God you're there. All right. We can calm down. We can have some fun. I'd bring on Pau Kubarsi right now. I'd bring on Mark Casado. I think you have 2 subs left, right? Yeah. 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 1 or 2. I'd bring on Kubarsi at least. Get him his debut. Maybe, you bet with your friend that the score would be 3-1. Okay, you better hope that nothing else is going to happen, but you can't play Roque as a striker without, I mean, I guess you could play 4 up top, right? Or 2 strikers. But I don't know. He's not going to do it. Whether or not he should, Xavi won't. I think that's something I've learned over the past, 2.5 years? 3, I guess 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Oh, good ball! Roque! Oh my God. That was a tough chance. I'll give him that. But man, that's unfortunate. This keeper, man. Fabregas standing up today. Bartomeu stole our finances to pay this keeper. Yeah, maybe. What else we got? This guy needs to become a Barca manager. Nah, I'm not that smart. Trust me, I don't know enough about football. I just like to tell stories and pretend. If you talk with enough confidence, people believe you. It's a trick. I have no idea what I'm talking about realistically, but come on, guys. Pull it together. I'd love to see Fermin score again, even though someone in chat can make a bunch of money because they made a bet. Oh, no. All right. I'm more impressed with Hector Fort, too. Little update on my first impressions of him. He's playing okay, but also, we're playing against a 4th division team, and I only think he's playing okay. Mikel Faye is underrated. I'd like to see him play, but I don't know. Xavi hasn't given him time in the first team, so I don't know. He's, 18, 17? So he's young. And it's harder with defenders, I think. Good job, Roque. Way to slide in there. I know you didn't get the ball back, but showed some more energy. We like that from Vitor. Heck yeah. We like some energy. William, Barca should just sign you, bro. We need you. That's all we need. William, that's all we need. Just that would bring us and then make us all so much better. Every keeper we play against turns into prime Neuer. Viper, that means that we can't finish. That doesn't mean the keeper's playing well. When it happens that often, it turns out that we just can't finish. I don't think that's bad. Araujo just kind of bullied one of these guys. But their defenders were doing that to Roque, so whatever. People love to call him like he's a little wild. He's just bullying people, but okay, this is dangerous. See, they got a little free kick. Okay. Nothing bobbled, just went to their guy and gave Iñaki an actual chance to save it, but he didn't need to. It was off target, so I'm not upset about that. Yeah, 2 footies. I agree. I do not like the idea of Greenwood coming to Barcelona. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea, like socially. I don't think for the just purview of the club. I have a feeling that Manchester United want to re-sign him, and so they are kind of fabricating all of these rumors in the English media. No, that didn't look bad. Hector Fort just fouled him. Hector Fort, pretty mid today. Oof. Araujo just stretched a little bit too much, and that's a dangerous little tackle there. Ooh, yeah, that's a foul. Fort, you can't kick somebody's ankle like that, brother. That's a falta. Falta, my guy. Fort is mid, yeah. Leon Ansu has been cursed or something. He's had injuries since he was a little kid. He had a bad injury oh my god. Fermin just tried to clear the ball coming down and the guy put his leg out in front of him. Like that is such they're moving away from goal. That's such a weak penalty. Like he jumps in front of him. What do you want to do? That's such, those types of penalties infuriate me. The ball's moving away from goal. He's trying to clear it. Like, Whatever. Let's see what Iñaki Peña can do. Otherwise, we're going to have a really exciting next 2 minutes. But yeah, I mean, it is a penalty. Like, if that happens to us, I'm getting upset that that's not called. If that's not called. But I don't think technically, should it be a penalty? No. Yeah, I think everybody knew that that was going to be a goal. All right, guys, strap in. We got another minute. Did he just do the L celebration? They're down. They're losing. What are you doing? Whatever. We getting washed. That was personal. That was personal, Felix. He's been talking crap to Araujo all game, too. Every time he goes for a tackle. We just lost the ball already. Roque in a Madrid shirt would score brace. It's all about the club's environment. No, I disagree. He needs time to breathe. Then he'll be scoring braces for us. It'll be all okay. Fort is a good player. He's world class, but like there are a little amount of players that are at the level of his age. I have faith in him. What is he, 18? I don't know how old he is. I guess that I should know if I'm going to start criticizing him. That would probably be fair. Let's see. Can I see how old you are from here? Oh, he's 17. Okay. All right, I'll cut him some slack. I didn't realize he was 17. I thought he was older than that. All right. For a 17-year-old playing in the first team, I'm not that upset. I think that's reasonable, actually. That's not too bad. Oh, my God. Extra time is over. Let's go. Finish this game. I need to hear this whistle. This is just monkey. Yeah. If my voice wasn't obvious enough, I'm American. I guess I could be Canadian. Xavi out or not? No, give him time. I'm getting less and less. My patience with him are dwindling every single match. They are, especially because of how poor they are out of possession. Gundo, clear that ball. Fermin, thank you for the energy there. Get this ball out. Thank you. Thank you, Roberto. Way to use your head. Robert Lewandowski, what a header. And we lost the ball. That was short-lived. Oh, God. All right. Who is that? Was that Sergio Roberto? My boy. All right, Lewandowski, put this in. Oh, my God. Dude. Oh, my God. Lewandowski had a pretty solid chance here. Why you... Get somebody cover for left back. Vamos. Class. I don't know why I said class. That was the exact opposite of what that was. Final thoughts on that game, guys. We shouldn't be conceding 2 goals. Ooh, there's some tension there, though. Look at that. Love that. Xavi's all angry. Bro, get out. Stop. Let it go. It's a 4th division team and you won. That's all you needed. It wasn't a good result. Whatever. Class. Yeah, class. That's better. That's a good way to say that. What a mess. What are we saying here? If you keep blaming the manager, we will become Man United. I know. It's not all Xavi's fault, but I'm starting to feel give him less here. But we won 3-2. I don't know. Disaster class. I don't know if I'd say a disaster class. The first half was good. We played like Barcelona should play in the first half. So got to give them credit there. They played well in that first half. They did what they needed to do. The second half, however, basically from the 50th minute on, I need a little bit more ball playing quality. They couldn't hold the ball. I don't know. So Lewandowski, yeah, that's fair. The goalie deserves to get a chance. The goalie played really well. Oh, somebody pushed Xavi. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool. Maybe, whatever. I'm not even going to pay any attention to that. Oh, the goalkeeper deserves some credit. Yeah, he just dapped up Xavi. He deserves some credit for that. We are ass. We won the game. Ayo. Calm down. We won the game. Possible classical final in the Super Cup? Yeah. I mean, that would be great. That'd be exciting. It'd bring some energy to La Liga. It's not La Liga. It would be a good matchup. I'd be pretty happy with that. This is a 5th division side or 4th division side. This should not be happening. Oh, I mean, thank you, bro. You didn't need to do a super chat. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But guys, you don't need to do that. I tried to set up a way for that to come up on stream, but that didn't. But thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm glad all you guys stuck around, but I'm not glad about how this team is performing, man. Barcelona 2020 coming back. I'm only worried about this squad. Well, I'm not only worried about the squad for this reason, but I'm worried mainly because I'm not seeing a ton of improvement. The team isn't reacting to their games in a way that they need to and making changes necessary. They are concerning to me. That's concerning to me. But yeah, man, this team doesn't even have a logo on Google. You're right, bro. They don't even have a logo on Google. It's crazy. Romeu played terribly too. Yeah, let's do a little analysis on our players here. What do we got? Let me pull them up. Joao Felix, mid. Didn't have a good performance. Not happy with his game today. What else? Sorry, I'm setting this up so I can watch the stream and read this at the same time. Joao Felix, not impressed. He had a few moments of brightness in the beginning. Felix, thank you, bro. You didn't have to super chat either. That's crazy. Thank you, guys. You don't have to do that. That's very grateful for it, but you don't have to. Frankie played well. Frankie, I think he was the best player in the midfield. Fermin Lopez started the game well. He didn't finish it well. I mean, he didn't finish it poorly. I don't think he made outstanding mistakes, but I think there could have been some ball possession. I feel like we conceded a lot of possession. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I think we conceded a little bit too much possession in that second half, and that's unacceptable. Romeu played terribly. He has a 7.5 here on SofaScore. That's unbelievable. I would never give him a 7.5 for that performance. There are a few bright parts of anything. I don't understand that. Ronald Araujo got a 6.3. He's got the lowest rating. I think he played fine. I don't think he defended great, but I think he defended fine. Hector Fort, I didn't know he was 17. For a 17-year-old, okay, I'll give him. I'm fine with that. That's 17-year-olds playing against adults. It's not a good team, but I'm all right with that. That's understandable. Christensen, he played okay. Played fine. Nothing to complain about, really. Koundé played fine. Actually, there were some instances where I was impressed with him, but I don't know, not magical. Rafinha, he's got the highest rating. I don't know if I'd give him an 8.6, though. I think he played fine. Ferran Torres, Rafinha played better than Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres played better than Joao Felix. I'm sad that Inigo Martinez got hurt. Hopefully it's not that serious. Let's look up if anything came out. Inigo Martinez injury. Let's see what's going on over here. Picks up yet another injury. He just got the medical green light 12 hours ago, and now he's injured again. Let's see. I'm on BarcaBlogRunners.com. Let's see what he just got back from a hamstring injury, so I'm not optimistic about that. Doesn't say what the injury was. All right, let me get back to your guys' comments. I missed a lot of these. No control matches. Shiv, that's a good way to say it. There is very little control in these matches, and it's very concerning. The out-of-possession play is not good enough. Roque needs time. Roque, like, he was on the floor a lot. He was falling, but he's a kid, and he needs to adapt. And so I'm honestly worried that he's played in 2 straight matches. But whatever. He's not playing big minutes. It's okay. Whatever. I feel like Xavi doesn't want to put Roque as striker directly because of Lewa. Well, he went in for Lewa against Las Palmas. So it shows that he can do that. I don't know if he'll start because of that situation, but I think, I don't know, whatever. Felix gave away that unnecessary corner. Yeah, exactly. Felix had a very poor game. Very poor game from Felix. I don't think, Viper, I don't think I agree with you that Lewa was better than last match. I don't think he was good this match either. He couldn't hold up the ball. He did beat a defender once and created somewhat of a chance, but I don't know if I'd go out here and say that. I don't know. I think Uh, sorry, I'm just messing with the chat. Still trying to figure out how to get back to the chat here. Okay. Not playing Castro is a crime. I don't know if I'd call it a crime. I just think Aurélien Romeu played terribly, so I'm okay with starting Romeu, but the second momentum changes, take him out. And I don't know if Gundo is the right solution there instead of Castro. I think it could have gone the other way, but trash versus garbage for Lewa's performance. Yeah. Felix is a liability. Yeah. I don't know if I'd say that. At times he can be. He seems to make poor decisions a lot, but I would say I'm more impressed with that Xavi didn't make the sub for Romeu earlier. I'm a little like he didn't sub him out until the 72nd minute, but they were struggling at the 50th minute. I think that's when I called it, like the 55th minute where I said Felix and Romeu need to come out. Vitor needs time. Yeah, I'm not upset about Vitor. We need a CDM. Yep, this blatantly shows that we need some strength and solidity and domination in this game, and no one on the pitch is capable of doing that in the midfield or forward. What are we saying? Do you think we could survive without Koundé or Araujo? No. I don't think so. I think, no. It would be a disaster. We're not defending well now. Think about how poorly we would defend without them. Like, imagine we still had Eric Garcia and PK in the squad. I don't even want to think about that. That'll give me nightmares. Why was Lamine suspended? I think yellow card accumulation from last season. They all add up. It's stupid, but yeah, he got a yellow card in the last match of the Copa del Rey last season, and so he was out because of that. When Rafinha came off, we suffered. We were suffering already, to be fair. I wouldn't have taken Rafinha off there. I would have taken Felix off instead. But yeah, you're not wrong. We lost a little bit of energy. Oh, did he get a red, Isaac? Victor? Yeah, he could have. I don't remember, but yeah. We need proper wingers. We need a left winger because we have Lamine Yamal. He is a proper winger. Rafinha can fake being a proper winger, so to say. You know, he can go out on the touchline. Whether he creates anything is one thing, but he can like create at times, sometimes, for like a short period of time. But Felix is incapable of doing that on the left. Ferran Torres isn't great at doing it. He hasn't played there at all this season, so we need some width terribly there. Xavi needs to realize that, and maybe, I don't know, sign a winger. I don't think we're signing a winger in January, though. What are we saying? What are we thinking here? He got a red, I believe. Okay. Lack of width didn't help. Yep, lack of width, exactly the problem. I don't think Fort was good enough creatively. He did have one instance. I think he flashed a ball across goal once, and that was pretty solid. Left winger is going to come out of the academy. Maybe. I don't know if I know of people really coming soon. Cecil. The game went fine. We were really good in the first 45 minutes, dominated everything, scored a goal, but only scored one. And they came back in the second half and had energy, and we didn't. We kind of fell apart. Romeu played terribly. Conceded to a penalty and to a corner that just kind of bumbled around in the box for a little while. But we also got a pen. Lewandowski scored it and figured out how to win. I don't know. I was in the first half, to say it, I didn't analyze the game at all. We basically talked about the history of this season and what's going on and analyzed the season because they were doing so well. It seemed like one of those matches. At the beginning, I said it's either going to be a close match where they struggle and barely score, or it's going to be a blowout. Well, it was a close match, and it was a mess. I thought it was a blowout. It was actually a close match. It was a little bit of a mess. This is not the Barcelona you remember. Yeah, it's not the Barcelona I want to know. It's a little messy. Maybe a change in the system. That's absolutely what needs to happen. But as I said earlier, I'm concerned that there hasn't been a change in the system. I'm concerned that Xavi isn't making significant changes at all. I don't understand why either. Whatever. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Super Cup? If we play like this, it's going to be difficult. Yes, it is going to be difficult. But I think we can win. We still have better quality. These were not good goals that they score on a different day. They don't score these goals. That penalty doesn't happen and that corner doesn't happen. So I'm not infuriated with how they play. I don't think they played terribly. They just kind like it's a little upsetting that they didn't destroy them and put this game away in the first half. That is why I'm upset. But I don't think that's going to show like if we play this way against another team. I wouldn't say that. I think we can still. I think we're playing what, Osasuna, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up. Super Cup 2024. Oh my God, La Liga, Spanish Super Cup. Yeah, we're playing Osasuna, so I think we can beat Osasuna. I'm not worried about that. I think that's a good matchup. Oh, Psycho, if Barbos had better physicality for him, they could have won. Yeah, they could have won that game. But I don't think they played well enough to win. I am going to be honest. I think they could have won, but I don't think they deserved to. And they had enough chances, though, where if they were being clinical, they could have won. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. But I also say if we were being more clinical, we could have won. We could have been better. So I'm not like so infuriated with this match as I have been about other matches. Player of the match, I think it's got to go to Frankie De Jong. Without him, that possession in the beginning wasn't going to happen. Any semblance of organization there was in the second half as well would not have existed without Frankie. I think it goes to him. No, honestly, probably it goes to Barbastro. I think Barbastro, their goalkeeper, Fabrega. It's got to go to him. I don't care that he let in 3 goals. He had a hell of a game. All right, what are we thinking here? Do you think Koundé could become something like how Pep uses Stones? I don't know. He's good on the ball. I don't know if he's that good on the ball, but I think it's an interesting take. I would be interested to see it. I don't think Xavi's going to do it. I don't think Xavi's that experimental, or he hasn't shown that he is. So, I don't know. We all compare to the MSN era, but right now we're better than... We were a lot better than we were 2 years ago. We were in shambles in 2020. In 2021. So, I'm not like depressed with how they're playing, but I think because we know this team can play so well, that's why we're so hard on them, because they have so much quality in the squad. They know they can be good. That's why it's so upsetting to so many people, because we know they can be good. They have it in them. They're just not showing it enough. And that makes some people point to Xavi, and that's reasonable to point to Xavi for that reason. So I don't know. Romeu out, Rafinha out, Lewa out. Maybe not Rafinha out. Romeu and Lewa out. I would accept that. If we could do that today, yeah. Where is Ter Stegen? Ter Stegen's hurt. He's gonna be hurt for another couple weeks at least, I think. Every goalkeeper playing against us this year has looked great since our forwards can't finish. Yeah, that's fair. Who can say it's the goalkeeper's quality because we're playing so poorly? It's probably our fault. Thoughts on Roque? Had a fine game. I wasn't impressed. Showed the energy, though. That's good. That's what we knew he was going to bring immediately, and that's really all we can ask of him right now. But wasn't clinical, had a chance that he could have scored, didn't. But I think Ferran and Lewandowski both had better chances and didn't there, so I'm more upset about that. More upset with them than I am with Roque. For serious about competing in Europe, we need to put sentiments aside and sell. Ron, maybe, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I just don't think they're selling anyone significant in January. So I don't know. Man, put me in the game. I'll make sure we score. There you go, Prince. I believe in you. I got faith. With this form, you can forget about beating Napoli. No, I disagree, Tony. Dr. Tony. I don't agree with that. Clearly, you didn't watch the Napoli game yesterday. They are not there. They are not there at all. Monkey. Calma. Yeah, calma. Give us, first of all, it's a month away. It's more than a month away. It's like February 24th or something that they play. So a lot can happen then. And I think it's a little wild to be predicting anything right now. But Napoli are in shambles. And so if we're grinding out wins against terrible teams, at least we're winning, unlike Napoli. So I'm okay. I'm calm about the Champions League matchup against Napoli. I don't think we're great. Jose, I didn't say we're not in shambles, but they're also in shambles. So there's no reason to be saying that we're definitely losing that match. But yeah, that's fair. We're also in shambles. That's fair. I did watch the Liverpool-Arsenal match. That was a good game. I like the way Arsenal play. I am very impressed with Arsenal. And the whole time I was watching the match, I was upset that Barcelona don't play like that anymore or at all right now. And it's almost like the entire squad became Maguire today. Yeah. I don't know if I'd say that, but I think Frankie played well. I think Firmino played decent. I think Rafinha had some good moments. And Koundé and Araujo played fine. No one else to really speak on. Fort had a couple really good plays, and he got bullied a lot, but he's 17. I didn't know he was 17, so we got to just give him time. Give him credit for that. You know, at 17, I was making Minecraft YouTube videos. So we all do things we regret and make bad decisions at that age, so it's all right. I don't think Arteta's coming back to Barca, though, Ayo. I don't think Arteta's coming back. And you think we need to lower our expectations for the team. Xavi isn't experienced enough to create a world-class team without having no restrictions on transfers. Yeah. I don't know what your expectations for the team are, but my expectations for this team is to compete in La Liga and the Champions League and win a title, whether that's the Copa del Rey or La Liga or the Champions League. I don't really care which one it is. I just would like some silverware and to stay competitive for most of the year. If Barca can do that, I'm happy. You know, there's going to be moments where I'm upset, and there's going to be moments where all of us are upset because Barcelona have the ability to win every match they play except... No. They have the ability to win every match. If they're up against Man City, they're probably not going to win, but they could. And so I think it's okay to be optimistic and to be angry with them for not winning matches, especially against poorer sides or playing this way, but especially when they're playing this way, because it's just pretty infuriating when you see things like this happening, and it's hard for us. But you don't think, Nick, you don't think we can win anything this year? I disagree. I think we can win the Copa del Rey, or at the very least the Super Copa. I think we can win the Super Copa. I think we'll beat Osasuna. Osasuna's a tough team to play against. That's true. Oh, that game's in a week. Or no, it's in 4 days. That's next week. But I am going to stream, by the way, every weekend match. I don't think I'm going to stream the Super Copa match against Osasuna, but I'm going to set up a little bit more of the stream. We're going to change up the backgrounds a little bit. Figure out better things I can overlay on the screen instead of just the attacking momentum thing, which I actually can get rid of. It doesn't need to be on the score anymore. But yeah, we're gonna set this up a little bit cleaner and just have a little bit more detailed. I want to have emojis for channel members. I have that set up that you can be a channel member now, but I'm gonna set up so you guys can use emojis and your name can stand out. If you are like a channel member for a month or 2 months, your name changes color. So I want to just get a little bit more detailed and have a little bit better of a system set up for that. But I do want to live stream more. It just matters when I can do that. And so it's probably not going to be weekly because that during the week is when I work on my videos. But I'm actually going to be starting to make shorts, more shorts. You'll see my shorts, and I'm probably going to start posting on TikTok. And if I do, I'll put a community post up so you guys can see it. I'll put it on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and my Twitter. So if you guys are following me there, at BoblyLou, BOBBLYLOU. It should be in the description of this stream. If you follow me there, you'll see it. I'll let everybody know that I'm posting shorts on TikTok. that'll be interesting. But I found a certain type of what is it? Just way to organize a short. It's simple, but it's fun, and I'm actually excited. So you guys might start seeing that in your feed randomly sometime this week. But you know, we'll see when that actually happens. What are we thinking though? Final thoughts before we end the stream. Barca can afford to bring in any big players, so what we can't afford to bring in. Yeah. I think even with what we have though, so they're great. There's a lot of quality there. So I think it's okay to have a lot of expectations for this club. I think it's not that okay to put a lot of pressure on young players, which is something I've done before. If you've seen my YouTube titles about Lamine or Fermin, there's a lot of pressure that I put on these videos, but if you listen to things I say in the videos, I'm not saying they have to be an incredible player. They have to pull this club out of nothing. I'm just saying, like with Lamine Yamal, it's okay to put pressure on him and ask him to be healthy, but a lot of that isn't even up to him. It's putting pressure on Xavi to play him correctly, and Xavi has done a very good job playing Lamine Yamal sparingly. And hopefully he does the same with Roque, but I'm concerned because we desperately need that energy at striker, and Roque gives us that, and so I'm worried that he's going to get too much playing time this season. But we'll see what happens. Final thoughts are that Xavi is on thin ice. Jose, yeah, I think I agree, Jose. Hector Ford MVP. Scolini does leave the Argentina national team. Do you think he could be a potential manager? I don't know. It's always hard to tell because it's just so much different working for a club team than it is for a national team. I don't think the way Argentina played either is particularly amazing. They played well as a unit, but there's a lot of quality there. It would be an interesting experiment, but I don't know enough about him as a club team manager to say anything like that. Madrid is expecting Arda Güler and Endrick to come and learn slowly. Barca fans are expecting Roque to save us. That's the difference. Roque is not going to save us. I'll tell you that right now, and we shouldn't expect him to. But neither should Xavi, and I'm worried. I don't think Xavi thinks that, but I think that's what Xavi will eventually get to. I think in games like this where we need energy, clearly, he'll bring on Roque instead of solving it in a different way, where I don't think he would actually do that with Lamine Yamal. To be fair, Lamine Yamal is 2 years younger than him, but he's managing Lamine Yamal's energy a little bit better. What are we saying here? Watch Barca sell Julian Araujo this summer. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I'm excited to see Julian Araujo, but I'm not that optimistic that he's going to stay and play. Shout out Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out. Barcelona hasn't replaced Busquets. Yeah, they could use. Imagine we had Busquets in the squad. Good Busquets. Everything could be a little bit different. Thoughts on Esteval links? I said it earlier, but I don't think Barcelona should sign him right now. Of course, it's hard to ignore that someone of that quality could come, but I don't think we can financially justify it when we need a defensive midfielder so poorly. We need the money for that, and we don't need the money for a winger in 2 years when he could come at 2025? No. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts, and we're going to end stream. Going to, go walk the dog. But Barcelona played fine today in the first half. They played well in the first half, but didn't have anything in the second half. They were just too poor of a club, which makes sense. We're a poor club, but they played poorly, and it was a little messy, but it's not the end of the world. The other team got lucky with some chances, got unlucky with others. We finished terribly for the 24th game in a row. So this isn't exactly out of the ordinary. And that's upsetting because the first half of this game, it was going a different way. And so it was going to be exciting to see everything work well, be amazing. The team was going to just walk through this game like it was nothing. And I was going to be able to talk about rumors and everything. But no, then I had to focus and buckle down and hope that the team pulled it out, and they did, thankfully. But Xavi's on thin ice, like Jose said, and so we'll see what happens. But I think that's it for me, guys. I am exhausted. I'm losing my voice, and yeah, but I'm going to be streaming next week. There should be a game next weekend. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Let me just look it up. Barcelona schedule. The Betis game. No, not the Betis game. Maybe I'll be streaming Thursday because it looks like they're not playing until the 21st after that. So maybe I'll stream on Thursday. I'll put a community post out and I'll let everybody know. But I think I might stream Thursday, but I'll put out a post. But be on the lookout for 1 p.m. on Thursday. You guys might be in school or at work or something though, so it might not work out. But I might be live. You guys might see me there. So I will let everybody know that beforehand. You'll see it on my Twitter and my Instagram. Again, you can find it in the description of this video or the live stream. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I didn't think we'd have up to like 200 concurrent viewers. That was pretty cool. We started on like 30 and I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm just going to have a chill chat with 30 people. But thank you guys for watching, and I should be live. I think I'll be live for this Osasuna match. I wasn't originally planning on doing it, but if it's the only match this week, I might do it. But we'll see how I am doing with the video I'm uploading this week, which should come up on Saturday. My next video should come up Saturday. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Visca Barça. Bye, guys.